Hello. So, within this blog, I'm going to go more in depth because I've been reading some comments. I'm actually reading a comment from one of the most recent comments I got. Let me just read the comment. It says, "Hello, can you go more in depth about the diet? What other symptoms do you suffer from other than odor? Any bloating or constipation issues?" So, essentially, I guess I'm technically following the FODMAP diet, but I'm not. Meaning, a lot of the foods I'm eating is sort of sticking to that diet, but I was never intending to do it. Essentially, my guidelines is just to avoid sugar in general. So avoid, obviously, processed foods that have tons of sugar. It's like there's actually studies that show that many of just grocery items have like sugar injected into it in order for it to taste better, and it actually injected into like things that you don't even think would have sugar, like like tomato sauce and stuff. What the? That was weird. In any case, so I try to avoid sugar in general. I try to, which includes fruit. I try to avoid eating any type of fruit, and maybe there'll be like a couple of fruit I eat. Like sometimes I might get like a couple of strawberries and put it into a veggie smoothie, or some blueberries. Like that's like the most I would do. I'm not gonna like eat an apple. Like I used to eat tons of apples all the time. I stopped eating apples. So avoid sugar. Boom. Number one. Avoid processed foods. You already know what that is. Like avoid, I don't know, Pop Tarts, Hot Pockets, even like foods that's supposed to be like vegetarian. I avoid like veggie meat or something. What's those things called? Like veggie patties. I avoid anything processed. Just eat anything, any vegetables and meat. And I do eat bread and I do eat carbs. I sort of feel like carbs actually makes me smell or eating too many carbs. But now I'm starting to think maybe it's the fact that if you just eat too much food, your body just can't digest it well enough. I don't know. But okay, so avoid sugar, including fruits. 2, avoid processed food. 3, if you're going to eat meat, don't eat processed meat type of food. Or, I mean, what I mean by that is like, don't eat like fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? You should preferably eat just like turkey or chicken. I think like beef and pork have like higher choline, so if you do possibly do have TMAL, just avoid any type of, anything with pork, anything that comes from pigs or anything that comes from cows, and eat chicken or something or turkey. I don't know if there's really a difference in terms of like organic meat or just regular processed, because I get like ground turkey. Or actually, or last week, I bought like ground chicken because I thought chicken had less choline content. But apparently, when I was looking it up, it really didn't. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure chicken has less choline content. I don't know. In any case, so chicken or turkey, avoid any. I know people want to have like put ketchup or barbecue sauce. Avoid any condiments that have sugar. If you want to have a condiment, I actually use like mustard or some shit, and I still use like hot sauce on my shit. Salads. So salads, what type of salad? It's just like I just get like spinach and bell peppers and cucumbers, and I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and half a tablespoon of olive oil. Put some salt and put some pepper, and that's my salad. It's a really plain ass salad. There's nothing complicated about it. Now that I got money, maybe I'll buy more vegetables or whatever. But yeah, that's what I pretty much do with salad. Then I eat brown rice, 1 cup of brown rice. Also, another person was asking me through this email. They was asking me, "Oh, I'm from New Zealand or something." And they're asking if I do 1 meal a day. I don't do 1 meal a day. I don't know if this is technically 1 meal a day, but I just do intermittent fasting. So you only eat within an 8-hour block, and the rest, like the 16 hours, you fast. So yeah. So I eat like at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. and stop eating at 9 p.m. So I eat everything, I eat anything within that time block. And yeah, like I said, I eat 2 salads. I eat a cup of brown rice with a sweet potato. And I want to say this, like when I was the reason why I think I had such a hard time following a diet is because I was always hungry. I was always hungry, and I felt like being a vegetarian, you're always going to be hungry. That's not true. That's not true. The main ways you can fill yourself up is through fiber and protein. Now, if you are going to go full vegetarian, which I don't, you should just look for fiber. And the main thing that has fiber are potatoes, okay? Are potatoes. And so you can get just regular potatoes, or you can get sweet potatoes. I think sweet potatoes have less choline content than regular potatoes, or I think they're called russet potatoes. And in addition to that, they're fatter. They're like bigger. And I think well, both of them have complex carbohydrates. But I think, I do believe that sweet potatoes have a low glycemic index, which I think is good for you or some shit. That's why I mentioned it. But when I go to like grocery stores, I try to get like the fattest, try to get the fattest sweet potato. I get Mondo size sweet potatoes, right? Because that's like the major thing that makes me feel full. So if you are in this diet, or you're trying to do a diet, like, man, I'm just so starving and shit, you need to get your fucking potato game up. You feel me? You need to get the fattest but sweet potatoes. You need to get the ones that are like that like overtakes your hand. I get like a 10 ounce. I try to get like sweet potatoes are at least bigger than 10 ounces or some shit like that. Because when you eat that stuff, it definitely makes you feel full. I get like 8. I get 8. I put in the oven for 450. I put 3 of the big potatoes in the oven for 450. I slather them with like olive oil and stuff, and then I just eat one. I eat one a day, and bruh, that stuff makes you feel full for at least 4 hours. And I also include the brown rice with the sweet potato. It makes you feel full for at least 4 hours. So if you ever had any problems about, I always starving, you need to get your potato game up. And I recommend sweet potatoes. And I did say don't eat anything sugary. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the sweet potatoes make me smell bad. But at this moment, it's so funny today because, well, it's not funny today. It's funny that I don't really go out anymore because my tech lead had COVID. So we all stayed home, and I've been staying home for the last couple of weeks, and it's fucking awesome. I don't have to get up and drive an hour to go to work, and drive back home in an hour. I'm just in my fucking like PJs. Hold up. Yeah, my PJs, put my shirt on, look like I'm professional. I'm not gonna do it with my boxers off, but yeah, you feel me? So what was talking about diet? Yeah, I know the woman also asked about any other type of symptoms or whatever, right? So I start farting a lot. I guess I have to introduce that. But this is the thing. Before I did this diet, by the way, this is my 41st day of eating clean. I have a plan, a goal in mind. I have to say this within every vlog. Goal in mind to eat a clean diet for 365 days. I have this theory. If I eat a clean diet within 365 days, I think I will completely get rid of whatever is causing me to smell bad. Now, if I actually do have TMAO, then it doesn't really matter if I eat clean for 365 days. But I don't think I have TMAO. I just think I have some type of issue with my gut, some type of bacteria that is causing me to smell unpleasant. So, but today is day 41. Now back to the diet. What else? So I really don't eat that much. I also recommend getting a food diary and counting your calories, counting the amount of choline within your food. You know, the amount of fiber and protein. It's recommended. It's recommended that you should get like at least 25 to 30 grams of protein, 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. And I think I heard something where like the average human being, average American, only gets like somewhere less than 15 grams of fiber. So up your fiber intake. Damn, it's already 10 minutes. Shit. The only thing else I was gonna say was like, another comment somebody asked me about is Loom. I already made a video about Loom. They asked me, oh, have you ever heard of Loom? Have you ever tried it? I'm going to try it tonight. Okay, I tried Loom months ago, and technically I'm trying it again. And no, it smells like Elmer's glue. It has this weird sour smell to it, and it's expensive as hell, and it doesn't really get the job done. I think for people who don't really sweat that much under their arms, this is perfect. It's like this is like upper middle class deodorant for vegans and shit who think, oh my god, I'm helping the environment. But like the product in itself is just weak. It's not that good. And like I said, right now, I'm also using Loom again, but I'm using a different type of Loom. I'm using this type of Loom. So this is like the Loom that you put, it's like a Loom cream as opposed to like just the regular deodorant. And I've been using this, but not for my underarms. Guess what I've been using this for? My balls. I've been using it for my balls. And let me stay focused. So I've been using it. I've been using it for my groin, right? This is a vlog. If you feel, oh my god, he's talking. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I've been using this for my groin, right? And I wanted, because the thing is, here's this. You see this normal bottle, and you think it's filled with water, right? It's not filled. Well, it is filled with water, but it's also filled with baking soda. So what I do is, I do this, boom, 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 boom. So with baking soda, it has a high pH balance to the point that if you mix it with water and put it underneath your arms, it sort of makes the bacteria hard to live in. Therefore, the bacteria is not going to thrive, and therefore not going to, I think it eats like the secreted oil from underneath your African glands, therefore making you smell musty. So if you spray it on your underarms, it decreases the bacteria because it makes the environment harder for bacteria to thrive. So I used to just do this underneath my arms, underneath my groin, and then I would put like deodorant. But I thought to myself, maybe I should do this for my groin, and then also get this stuff. Now, so I put it underneath my groin and shit, and bro, I gotta tell you, it smells like it smells like I put Elmer's glue on my groin and stuff. I don't know what like the top part is. Like, you know, the top part of your groin where you got most of your pubes. Is it that called the pube area? I don't know. So I put on the pube area and I'm sorry, I had to keep my composure. Okay, so I put on the pube area, right? And then I put it on my balls, right? And I was like, okay, let me see if it works. And essentially, yeah. Sometimes it don't smell, and other times it does smell. So with the inconsistency, I wouldn't really recommend it. Maybe my funk is just too strong, and you know, so maybe this will actually work for you, ladies. You know, maybe you could put it on your vagine, and you know what I'm saying, and now your vagine don't smell like musty fish or some shit. You feel me? So I don't know. I don't think it works. This is my quick review for the Loom cream, but there's so many different products, and damn, it's 14 minutes. There's so many different products, blah blah blah. I might start doing like deodorant reviews and shit. There were so many things I wanted to talk about, but damn, it's already 14 minutes. Salute.